All right, guys, it is back from Vegas Custom Food Trucks. Also back from Safelite Auto Glass. So I felt now is kind of a good time to start picking up where I left off with videos. It's starting to look more and more like a functional vehicle, so that makes me happy. Still a little bit more work to do to get it serving coffees, but it is definitely on the forward track, which is where it needs to be. Before I go inside and kind of show you around, better than doing some snapshots of the truck via Instagram and all of that, I'm gonna kind of show you what is in the works moving forward with this exterior area. Originally, this little grooved area here is where the wood was actually going to go, and it was going to be more of a fold down canopy panel wagon kind of vibe. Still going to have the fold down canopy thing. It's going to be scaled back a little bit though. I felt that it needed to be more of a stealth vibe. I want it to look like it's just a badass truck driving down the road, and then it pulls up to a car show and then transforms into the coffee truck that you were going to be seeing. Having a big logo across the side, even though that's more cliche food truck, I think it can be done in a cleaner way, and I am given the opportunity to redo these things, and that's what I'm going to do. So that said, the wood is still going to be on the bottom, but the wood is actually going to go all the way to the top. After analyzing a lot of the old classic woody wagons, the wood went all the way to the top and windows across. Obviously this is a little bit different. What I'm going to have is, after this gets all cleaned up with the wood, it will actually have a secondary, we'll call it a faux piece, that is going to start about here, and this piece here, right here, this will fold down and this will pop up, and you'll have the menu and my serving area. The same thing on the other side, except it'll just be the TV. But that in and of itself, when I'm driving down the road, what you're going to see, wood all the way up right here, matching this window here, is going to be two windows that are just going to be prop windows. They'll just be murdered out with the same graphic that I put on the back window. I'll spin around to the back and show you that in a second. Looks like a bunch of like oversized coffee beans, and those windows here will just look like just murdered out tinted windows. And so, you know, driving down the road just looks like a P10 just dialed in, and that's kind of, I think, the best vibe for what I'm trying to achieve. Do a lot of the business license numbers and all of those things that are needing to be incorporated through the fact that it is a truck. I'm probably going to do some cool stuff with the laser cutter, burning them in and making them inset to where it's more of that handiwork of the wood and everything. Along here in the back, hopefully I'm still in the shot, but in the back corner where this is rounded, I'm going to do some tikis. I love carving the tikis. I think they're very cool. It'll build a lot of character to the truck. Just kind of on the whole, just woody vibe of things. Here in the front, again, wood all the way up to the top to the bottom. It's going to have to be very thin because these are a sliding door. There's about like this much, so I'm doing a laminate instead of sanding down and staining and all of that, just because it's just a clean look. It's nice and easy. Cut it, glue it on, done. And then, you know, the plywood will go over here. Laminate will then go on top of that plywood. Then these trim pieces will get put back on to kind of frame everything out in a nice polished edges there. When I'm opened up, you got a little bit of shade from that faux window area. Then when, you know, closes up, doesn't even look like a food truck. That said, this kind of gives this away here. I have snapped a couple of shots here and there with some fender wells that I've got some fender skirts, upper fender skirts off of a 88 to 98 model truck, which I think will make a good clean addition to this. It's also going to get rid of this width area here from lowering the truck and having this at this static height right here. It gets a little concerning of you know, hitting a bump and possibly ruining something. So these fender flares will come out. It'll look really clean. It'll look stock, and they're just going to kind of skirt a little square off right about here. Then paint. So that's exterior. I'm going to cut here, and then I'm going to pick it back up on the inside and just kind of give a detailed view of what's been done on the inside, kind of show it off a little bit. I still need to do a little bit of electrical work to get, you know, water pumps and all of that stuff hooked back up. But that in and of itself, kitchen's done. And hopefully we can get this done in the next month or so. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, I'm going to be the roving cameraman for this part of the showing off the interior. But I thought I'd show off the interior from the exterior in the beginning, just to kind of show that I am really excited with the way that what was going on in my head is actually coming true. And that is, I want to give the person that is looking at my truck and saying, hey, do I want to have some guy in a truck make my coffee or food or anything, and I want to be able to see the kitchen, because the kitchen needs to look clean. And you know what? This kitchen looks pretty fucking clean. You see a lot of, you know, just from the outside, you're like, wow, all right. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get ptomaine poisoning or any kind of other botulism or whatever. So as long as he's washing his hands, and well, there's a sink, and you know, he better be washing his hands. But yeah, besides that though, you know, just a lot of the cleanliness going into the details of just standing here, looking here. You see the polished aluminum from the billet steering wheel, to the stainless steel in the back, to this trim that these guys did with the diamond plate corners. Very, very cool. I'm gonna go ahead and walk around here and just kind of give you kind of a big sweeping kind of look here. That yeah, I'm not mad at the fact that I decided to get away from the sliding window in the door and just go with a full one-piece window, because it just looks clean. It really does. As I walk in and just kind of pan back a little bit, the glare of the polished aluminum stainless that's on the floor, all the way up to swinging into here and seeing the, you know, the stainless side splashes of the sink, all the stainless going on here. All of the nice, tidy, sealed up. No way that anything's going to go and dirty up your food. So as I walk a little bit in here, a little bit closer here, let the door close. They did a really good job. I'm really happy with this. They added these little doors. I didn't think that they were going to do that, but they did. And the stainless here is a nice little accent to just not having this solid white piece. Breaks it up a lot. So I've got my hand sink here, got my ice bin right here, obviously the necessary 3-bay sink, and You know, I got, like I said, the, you know, side splashes that need to happen all the way around for that. What I've got here, it's not hooked up. I'm anxious to kind of see what this is all about. Hopefully it works out well. But what this is it's a coffee printer. Basically, I take my latte, and it's got a nice little foam top on it, and I can, from whether it's a camera or a computer or whatever, I have a picture, whether it's a picture of you or a picture of your car or a logo or whatever. I can set that there, hit print. This little thing comes up, and it just kind of just does this little thing, and there you have it. So I thought that would be kind of just a cool thing. How well it works, don't know. Taking a chance on that one. But that's what this thing is, if you're curious what that is. Yeah, like, you know, stainless plates. So yeah, again, just kind of keeping with the theme of things, stainless and white. I may have to have a hole cut here just to show how much water is in my water tanks. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, because I really like the way this looks right now. There is a big sweeping panoramic 3D, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what words and changes. Words are changing these days faster than you can keep up. Serving window. Yes, they added that in. It's all per code. They kept it opened as much as they could, so you could see in as much from the outside as you can. I've got a screen right here. This comes off and out, and I can kind of serve, because this might be a little bit difficult to serve from with the screen in place. Got all my lighting, so that's all not hooked up at the moment, but that said, really excited with the way this is looking. So I'm gonna head back on the outside and show a couple more things on the outside before I finish this this video up. So I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so here's a better area to kind of show off the back, and kind of maybe seeing it from this angle will better explain some of the stuff that I got intended for the corner, as well as kind of showing you again the graphic that was done by Sunkissed Graphics on the back window, which I thought was a really cool add to the character of the truck. That is likely going to go on the windows, or the faux windows, whatever you want to call them, on the sides of the truck. But more importantly, this area here where I'm going is the only curve on this toaster that I'm driving is going the wrong direction, in my opinion. What's going to ultimately happen is this flat spot here, they're going to come out and become square. This rounded area is going to be gone. The trim, I'm going to cheat in the back to kind of where it would say be here, might come out about here, and then back thin here. So when you're looking at it at that profile, you're going to see a little bit of curve in the back, kind of give it a little bit of this that it needs, trick your eye into thinking that it does have a little bit more shape than it actually does. With all of this change in the corner though, where you see high spots and low spots between the wood paneling and the trim, I'm going to incorporate a lot of that into the corner as well by bringing some of my fun tiki stuff into the mix, adding a little bit more character. So when you're dealing with this awning, say, that comes up right here, obviously it's going to need either A, a gas strut, or B, some kind of strut to hold it open. So I kind of felt that would be fun is to bring in, again, a lot of my comic vibe, that over-exaggerated kind of vibe that, you know, all with the details that, you know, when you have just because you have a good paint job or a cool set of rims, you need to have a little bit more, in my opinion, and that's where like these details come into play. So with these tikis that I think are going to be really fun to carve, especially because I love doing them, and it will bring in some of these cool things like where I like to really exaggerate the teeth and the expression to where you just get that kind of grimacing, you know, kind of, you know, look to them. It would be kind of fun to have where this awning is up here, to have the wood prop as an arm, kind of a beefy, straining, veined out arm, big mitt kind of holding it, and it looks like it's coming out from the back of this tiki mask in the back, and he's just kind of straining because he's got to hold that thing up for 8 hours without any kind of consideration for his feelings. Also, it would also be kind of fun just to kind of incorporate some of the mechanical features of the truck, like tail lights, turn signals, backup lights, however I decide to make it work. So take that big eye that's opened up and just completely remove all of the wood out of it completely and replace it with like a bullet rear tail light, and wire that up. So, you know, if I'm driving down the road, whether it's a brake light or a turn signal or whatever, you see this face, you know, this grimacing face in the background, and then a light kind of pop up. That kind of fun stuff. That's kind of what the groove is going on here in the back moving forward. Still got the taillights to work. These are the taillights that were in a 71, 72 Chevy C10. Oddly enough, same frame, just different body. Yeah, so that's kind of it. I got all the, you know, this is all of the shore power wiring that is going to go into the where I'm standing right here will be where the generator sits, and the little storage box. Need to worry about getting that rebuilt, but all in time. So with that said, I think that pretty much wraps up my little update for where I'm at right now. And I like to say thank you for watching. And this is a longer video than usual. I like my Instagram stuff. I'll keep it really short and tidy because it's social media and nobody wants to sit there and scan and then watch a 20-minute video. So I don't want to do it, so I don't think you would want to either. So the YouTube stuff I think is a better way to give a full-blown, this is what's going on kind of thing, and kind of keep you up to date. And I hope you like it, and I do plan on doing some more. I am gonna get to work. So again, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.